New Year's Eve marks the end of the old year and the beginning of the new. Over the next 12 months, there are many festivals. Some traditional, some religious, some modern. Let's take a look at the British festival calendar. May Day, on the first day of May, is a spring celebration. You can see traditional activities such as dancing around the maypole and Morris dancing. Nobody knows where this tradition comes from. Even Shakespeare described it as ancient. If you travel to Gloucestershire on the last day of May, you can see one of the strangest races in the world. It's called cheese rolling. The contestants run 300 meters down a hill and try to go faster than the cheese. It can be quite dangerous, but inevitably, the cheese wins. This is the Oxford and Cambridge boat race, held on the River Thames since 1845. 250,000 people watch the two university rowing teams from the riverbank, and 400 million watch on TV. And now for a summer horse race, where the clothes are as important as the horses. The third day of the Royal Ascot Horse Racing Festival in June is Ladies' Day. Women wear the most extraordinary designer hats. The Queen arrives in a horse-drawn carriage before the start of the first race. Wearing a hat, of course. People wear exactly what they like at the Glastonbury Festival, one of the biggest and best music festivals in Britain. The three-day event at the end of June attracts top bands, top singers, and over 140,000 people. The Notting Hill Carnival in West London is the largest street carnival in Europe, and in the world, only the Rio de Janeiro Carnival is bigger. It began as a Caribbean carnival in the 1960s, but now it attracts about 2 million people every year, and performers from all over the world. At the heart of the festival is a spectacular carnival parade, with floats, massive sound systems, and steel drum bands. This is Diwali, the Hindu festival of lights. It happens in October or November and lasts 5 days. The 5th day marks the beginning of the Hindu New Year. In cities like Leicester, Hindus and Sikhs prepare special food and give presents and cards. They light lamps and candles, and there are fireworks and celebrations, including traditional dancing. There are fireworks all over the country for Guy Fawkes Night on the 5th of November. People have parties, light bonfires, and burn the figure of a guy. This is a tradition that goes back to the 17th century, when Guy Fawkes tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament with gunpowder. And a great way to satisfy your competitive spirit is a game of conkers. A conker is the nut of a horse chestnut tree. Take the nut, make a hole in it, and fix it to a piece of string. Then try to break your rival's conker by hitting it. It's great fun.
Once in royal David city stood a lowly cattle shed, where a mother laid her baby.
Christmas is Britain's most popular holiday. There are great Christmas traditions, such as carol singing,
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring.
Christmas decorations, Christmas presents under the tree, and Christmas dinner. This is always huge and usually includes roast turkey and Christmas pudding. People pull crackers. Inside there's a little gift, a paper hat, and a silly joke. And that brings us back to New Year's Eve. There are parties all over Britain, and everybody is waiting, like these crowds in Trafalgar Square, for the 12 chimes of Big Ben, when the old year ends and the new year begins.